So in completing the square method, we mainly deal with a quadratic of the type ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And there are two variations with which we will learn this method. First variation will be when the value of a is equal to 1. And the next variation will be when value of a is greater than 1. Okay, relatively to begin with, we will be just focusing on value of a equal to 1. That will be our first topic.
Okay.
If I have a quadratic where I have x square plus bx plus c equal to 0 kind of thing. Okay, so the first thing I will observe is that what is the sign of middle term, whether it is positive or negative. Sign of middle term means the sign of term containing x. If it is given in a jumbled form, then it may not be in the middle. It is the sign of term containing x. Okay, x to the power 1 to be precise. Okay, and then positive and negative, how do we check? So back of our mind, we should be clear with these two formulas. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now, instead of learning this method in a theoretical way, we will solve it with the help of an example only. Okay, that will be more better. Let's say if I have this example, okay, and I have to apply completing the square method for this. Okay, completing the square literally means that we are trying to use these terms and we will try to go back to this a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. And it depends on what? It depends entirely on sign of the middle term, whether it is plus or it is minus. If the sign of middle term is positive, then we are going to move ahead with a plus b whole square formula. And if it is negative, then we will be making a minus b whole square formula. Okay, just to keep it clear, the ABCs what we use in quadratic, they are not same as the A and B what we have written over here. Symbolically, they are A and B, but they are different. Okay, so that will be more clear when we'll do the example. So the first thing to start with, we will observe what is the sign of middle term. It is positive. Okay, if it is positive, then we should strategize that we will be going ahead with a plus b whole square formula.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you should just write this formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, and then we will try to recreate the terms which we have on right hand side of this formula. Now, how do we recreate them? It is very easy. We will start from the first term. This x square can also be written as x whole square, which will be same as a square. Then I have 4x. 4x, I will try to rewrite it as 2ab. So I'll write 2, which is a part of formula. I have to every time write this 2. Then a value is x. And then what should be the b value so that I get 4x in total?
2.
Good, 2. Okay, this method seems to be complicating when I'm explaining, but when you will solve following the same thing, it is very easy. Okay, so we got the b value. Now b is not there in our later term. Okay, I need to create this b square on my own. So I will always write b square. We have already identified that b is 2. So I will write b square. And since this 2 square is written by me, so I have to create its counter also. Counter means whenever in a mathematical equation, I'm doing something plus 1. So I have to do minus 1 also. So that effectively I have not made any changes in that. Okay. So plus 2 square minus 2 square, I have not made any changes. Plus 5, which was the last term, I am just writing as it is. So just have a look at this representation. It is just a different representation, but it is the same x square plus 4x plus 5 written over here.
Okay.
Okay, just check it out. There shouldn't be any of the extra term or any other number. Are they same?
What do you mean by extra term?
Extra term means here it looks like that we have written something else. But when you will simplify this, you are going to get back the same. Okay. So from here, we are coming to the conclusion that we have a square plus 2ab plus b square. We have completed the square. That's why the name of the method is completing the square. So it will be x plus 2 whole square. Now it is packed. And minus 2 square is minus 4 plus 5. So from the beginning, what they had given, we have made the completed square term x plus 2 whole square, and whatever is the constant, that is okay. Okay. So the initial part is that we have to just rewrite it in this form. Right now, we are not focusing on solving. We're just dealing with the expression only. Once we learn
Okay.
how to write like this, then we can solve as well. Okay.
Okay.
So you can look at the overall steps. If there is anything you're not clear, you can ask. Just to give you a glimpse of another method, like another a minus b whole square, we'll do one more example, and then we will move towards questions. So x square minus 24x plus 5 is the expression, and we have to rewrite it in the form of some x plus a whole square plus b. Look, when they say, na, write it in the form of x plus a whole square plus b, a and b can have positive or negative value. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now, when we will compare it with our formula, what was the formula? A minus b whole
It's
square.
a minus b whole square. Yeah.
Very good. Why we are taking a minus b?
Because it's minus 24x.
Yes. So that was our primary observation. So this is the formula what we will recreate over here. So starting from the first term, it will be x whole square minus 2 times a value is x. What should be b value so that I get 24?
12.
12. So this 12 square I add on my own to create the formula, like to complete the formula. And minus 12 square I have to write just to create its counter. And plus 5 as it is. Now we will recollect all terms which are part of that a minus b whole square formula, and we will compress them. We will merge them. So that will give me x minus 12 whole square. And then minus 12 square, it will be minus 144 plus 5. And finally, I'll get x minus 12 whole square minus 139. And that's it. I'm done. Now, just for the sake of completion, if they would have asked that write the value of a and b, so the value of a will be minus 12 and b will be minus 139.
Yeah.
Okay. It can be asked in a question.